Hello everybody and welcome to my rankings of all 12 Durrr Burger skins in Fortnite. Objectively speaking, this is the best set of skins in the game, and if you need proof of that, you don't need to look any further past the fact that Durrr Burger can be seen in both of the first two waves of Fortnite LEGO. And yes, this video is an excuse to have me building the set that's already available as background gameplay. My first LEGO set in many years, by the way. Let's just get into it. Number 12, Grill Sergeant. At first sight, you might think that Grill Sergeant is just your average Durrr skin, with the added bonus of him also being a Jonesy skin, but this couldn't be further from the truth. If I made this list way back before Chapter 1 Season 6, he would have been a lot higher on this list, because there were only 3 Durrr Burger skins by that point, but that's besides the point. You see, in the Season 6 Battle Pass, the Tomato Temple loading screen could be unlocked at tier 60. And just take a look. That's right, Grill Sergeant himself being indoctrinated by Tomato really lowers him on this list. Legend says he even sided with Uncle Pete in the food fight of 2018. The horrors don't stop here, as in the 40th tier of the Season 7 Battle Pass was the Tender Defender loading screen. The Grill Sergeant can be seen stealing a hatching egg from Tender Defender, obviously being sent out by Uncle Pete in an attempt to undermine Durrr Burger's entire restaurant chain. I've just noticed there actually is a tomato head in the bush there. It didn't work though, because Durrr Burger can even survive a freaking zombie apocalypse. Number 11, Bone Boss. That's about it for your F tier skins. Well, skin. So now we're moving to what would be our C tier if this was a tier list. Released in Chapter 2 Season 1, this skin could only be purchased through the School Squad pack, which in itself was a real money pack, and while it's not hard on the eye, if you hold it up to the standards of your other Durrr skins, it's not exactly easy on the eye either. With its black and grey colour scheme and teeth? I don't even want to know the lore implications of that. Number 10, Sizzle Sgt. Sizzle Sgt is rather similar to Grill Sergeant, only she is loyal to the cause, putting her a little higher on this list. She may not be a Jonesy skin, but feminism! Yes, she is a woman and therefore represents feminism. Oh, and she's not just any woman. She's a working woman. Always in that uniform, in fact. She's devoted to holding her head high and telling the world that women belong in the kitchen. Why did Burger King think that was a good tweet to make on International Women's Day? Anyway, other than that, she's a solid looking skin, nothing to write home about, and so she's put at number 10. Number 9, Gutbomb. Gutbomb was the first proper reskin of Beef Boss, being released in Season X. He's a post-apocalyptic version of the main man, which I imagine to be his state after his war with Uncle Pete's, as by this point, neither of their restaurants were standing. Stupid taco time. He's also so much more than just a recolouring, which is always a plus. My only gripe against it really is the colour scheme, which isn't exactly as exciting as your usual Durrr style. But even that just fits with the theme of the skin. It's honestly a really good skin, and so it's a shame that I've only placed it at number 9. Just imagine what I've put at places 8 and above. Go on, I'll show you number 8 now. Number 8, Onesie. The fact that Onesie is the only Battle Pass skin on this list is a crime. If we can have 2 Marvel Battle Passes, surely a Durrr Pass can be made to make up for this poor conduct. It might just be the most popular skin on the list, as it can be quite sweaty at times. I'd much rather get clowned on by this rather than a superhero skin. It's a cozy looking skin, perfect for winter months. And it was the first of its kind back in Season 7, kicking off the start of however many skins and onesies we have now. Number 7, Relaxed Fit Jonesy. Bad Bod Jonesy, 4 Jonesy, whatever you want to call him, this skin is beautiful. You might be wondering why I'm counting as a Durrr skin, and to be fair, it's quite a stretch. Bro has Durrr official chips in his pocket, and his back bling is literally just a Durrr Burger, so you know what? I take back calling this a stretch. There was a lot of hype around this skin when it first leaked in Chapter 2 Season 3, and I think it deserves it. The skin is a unique build. Everyone loves a Jonesy skin. The only real shame is that most times that you see this skin in game, it's a bot using it. Number 6, Endless Ned. This guy's been through a lot, and only deserves to be in the top half of this list. We know from Save the World's Long Road Home quest that he's stuck in the time loop, making the fact that he's copping Durrr uniform all the more commendable. I believe he's also the only ginger male skin in the game, which is crazy to think about. And yeah, I'm not knocking him down for that. If anything, it's brought him further up the list. Acknowledge your local ginger today. This is the only Save the World starter pack I've ever bought, and back when we only had 100 locker presets, I thought it was worthy of my last slot, which really says a lot. And that rhymes, so it must be true. Obviously, most importantly, he generally has a great design, and I find myself running him often. Number 5, Sizzle. Sizzle is actually a skin that was released on the same day as Relaxed Fit Jonesy. August 7th, 2020, I believe. Let me check. Yes, how on earth do I remember that? All there really is to say about this skin is that it's a female version of Beef Boss, which, while not reinventing the wheel, was never going to be a bad thing. Some might even prefer it to the original due to a smaller head, and I'd argue that the colours are slightly more vibrant. But personally, I don't mind slightly more of my screen being filled when aiming in, hence this skin just cracking the top 5. Number 4. Durrr Taisho. Durrr Taisho. From the making of this video, this is the most recent Durrr skin to be released, and it certainly doesn't disappoint. This is the only skin on this list to be from the Fortnite crew, and I'm obviously biased, but this is the best of the lot. It doesn't even need monthly unlockable styles, although it turns out it actually does have them since the February crew pack's just come out. This is also another skin with Durrr lore implications, as Chapter 6 is set in a different reality, yet the Durrr branding is still here, confirming what we already assumed, that being Durrr transcending reality. The Japanese style is a creative twist on Beef Boss, and all in all, this is a really clean skin, and I like the white and orange colour scheme. Number 3. Ghost Ri-Durrr. We're now on the top 3, and this list is really starting to get absolutely fire. Yeah, because, Ghost Ri-Durrr. If I'm remembering correctly, this is the only Marvel skin I've ever bought from the item shop, and can you blame me? Not only do those hot buns look epic, but the name of the skin is a brilliant pun. Fire's just cool, okay? I can also appreciate that he's wearing his uniform under his biker outfit, which is an extra detail in this already incredible skin. If this guy turned up in a Marvel film, I'd honestly consider watching it. I know you're struggling a little bit at the minute, Disney, so make it happen. Number 2. Surrr Burger. Our number 2 spot goes to another skin with a Durrr pun for the name. This skin is a part of the Knights of the Food Court pack and was released back in Chapter 2 Season 6, which is probably the least good season in Fortnite history. Not bad, just not as good as the others. The tongue works so well with the knight helmet, which in itself resembles the stick thing that goes through the burger, and those shades of blue and orange work so well together. So I don't think I could put this any lower on the list. With armor like this, I would trust this skin with my life if it was real, and it's absolutely worth getting the full pack just for this work of art. I honestly wish that skin stats would come out, such that I could see how many times I've worn this skin, because I feel like it might surprise me, although I definitely won't have worn it as much as today's number 1 spot. Our number 1 Durrr Burger skin is Zero. Released in Chapter 2 Season 1, its galaxy-esque look launches it to the top of this list, but oh, how on earth is it a Durrr skin, I hear you ask? This skin is based on the 0 point, which has all of reality within it, and obviously counts Durrr Burgers. Need more proof? If you're asking that, I'd question if you even saw the live event at the end of Chapter 3 Season 2. There's a Durrr Burger right there in the 0 point. Still not convinced? Good. Because if I convinced anyone with that, they need to reflect on how easily they're convinced of things. Number 1 obviously goes to Beef Boss. How could I not give the number 1 spot to the top dog himself? He started all of this. He is the embodiment of Durrr. He owns the restaurant at the very first named location I ever landed at, and therefore deserves to be number 1. He's always equipped with mustard and ketchup. He's one of the few icons for the game as a whole. He totally rocks the orange and blue colour scheme. He's that burger you don't want to eat because he's just that damn good of a friend. He's even an icon of Wii games with how much Poofisher uses the Mii version of him. How many skins in Fortnite have had an LTN made about them? Maybe that's another ranking to make at some point. Let's see. There's Beef Boss and Smarthead, Wildcard, Ascendant Midas, Thanos, Doom, John Wick, Mando. That's all I have on the top of my head. Anyway, back to Beef Boss. I have mained this beauty since its introduction in Chapter 1 Season 5, and isn't just the number 1 on this list, but would also be number 1 on my list of every skin in the game. And I don't even like burgers. The guy rocks the orange and blue better than anyone else, and is quite frankly unbeatable. Beef Boss is love. Beef Boss is life. And that brings us to the end of the video. Do you agree with my picks? Are there any Durrr related skins that slipped through the cracks? Tell me in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video a lot, then I don't know, maybe you could subscribe. I won't keep you waiting. See ya.